You know, I find myself in instances where I just have no clue what to talk about.
Instances?
Yes. I have instances where I just have no clue what I want to talk about on this podcast.
Okay.
Just flat out. Like, I just have no idea.
Okay.
What do you mean K? You can't just be like K.
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 K. K. Don't finish that. Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways. Cue the intro. Hello guys, it's Two Latin Brothers Podcast, also known as T.L.B.P. I'm Victor.
And I'm Adrian.
And we're back at it again with another not vlog.
I'm cutting it out this week. This week.
No.
All the other weeks I haven't cut
all
it
the
out.
other weeks you've been saying you're... No, I refuse.
The people don't know what we're talking
about. The people know what we speak of. If you're a fan of this podcast, you know that's how I start.
Alright, well...
It's part of the intro now.
Look, I don't know how I feel about it.
What, you want me to be like, welcome back to the show, guys? Is that what you want?
I mean, that'd be nice.
I mean, I could. You know what I've realized?
What?
When we're talking, we're not actually talking to our audience. You know what we should do?
Yeah.
We should talk to the audience today.
That's weird.
Why?
Because I don't know them.
I don't even know you that
Okay,
well.
Look. This is more like, you know, like when you sit around with your friends and they're talking?
Yeah, and you're just kind of on your phone scrolling on the side.
But you're listening to what they're saying and you're like, that's cool.
That's the kind of ambience.
That's
but
the ambience
I will talk to you guys. I will talk to you guys and tell you everything. Literally, I will be an open book. You know what? Let's just vent. So the other day, okay?
Yeah, no venting. We don't.
Venting.
We have a lot of episodes where we vent.
No, that's ranting.
Okay, we have a lot of episodes where we rant.
Yeah, not venting. Venting's different. Venting's when I put my soul out there, you know what I mean?
Okay, but I don't think...
Actually, funny story. Today, I had to write like a small essay type thing, and I got so deep and profound on my last, like, in the conclusion area where I'm supposed to wrap up.
Yeah.
I just went off for another 150 words. I just lost it. I don't know what came over me. And you know what I was talking about?
What?
I was talking about this one time where someone had passed away and how I felt sad when I was attending school.
Wow.
And how... You'll find out who you're.
Say the person so I'll cut it out, but tell me who it was.
No me acuerdo quién. I know.
For those of you who understand Spanish, no. I'm leaving that in for you. Just for you.
Okay.
I'm shook to my core.
I'm too tired right now. What was I saying?
I think we should preface that we're recording this. It's in the old, because the time change happened last week, and we're still not properly.
That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, so the time change happened 2 weeks ago. For some reason, we're still not adjusted to the time change for whatever reason. I don't know why.
It's late for us.
Yeah, technically, it's close.
See, this is why I can't go to Europe. I just screw myself over.
It's like, it's a problem.
What was I? Something about the essay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going like full in, you know, just full dive talking about it.
Yeah.
And I concluded with. You find out who your you truly find out who your friends are in times of crisis.
Yeah. Because
they'll stick by you. Everybody else is like, I can't handle this. Yeah. I gotta go. Those are the people who call themselves a friend.
Yeah.
But will bat an eye.
You know what's interesting? I have told a few people, and the few people who are close to me, I've always told people, well, not everyone, like, I don't tell us everybody.
This is gonna go real deep. I don't want to just go deep and profound. This is a moment to have a break,
look,
laugh.
Can I tell you?
On the inside.
Can you let me talk?
And on the outside.
Look, I don't know what's wrong with your face, right? If they could see your face. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something. Right, no, so I was saying how there are people who I've told this to, but, like, you guys know who you are.
I don't know who I am.
I mean, I'm talking...
Still finding that out.
I'm talking about the people I've said this to, like, because it's not a lot of people. I think it's like I count the people on one hand. I've told these people the following: that if you ever need me, you know how to reach me.
I don't know how to reach you.
Yeah,
I just gotta knock on the door.
Okay, you know what? Never mind.
I just gotta.
I'm
so close to you. I can knock on your skull and you hear me.
Can I get? We're 2 meters away from each other. This social distancing. For all those wondering,
we live together. There's no need.
He's on the other side of the room. I'm on one end of the room. We're shouting at each other.
I literally sound like I'm right beside him.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's what it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, what was I saying?
Okay,
so there was something I was saying, but now it's
how you only count people on your hand. Or
no, there's only like
bingo book, something like that.
I've told these people that if they ever need anything and they really like in a like super whatever it is, you can come to me kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting?
What?
I've never had a phone call from anyone asking me for something dire. You know why?
Yeah.
Because they know that because I think that when something dire happens, and they think
it'll be like something
no. It's more like, is this dire enough for me to call him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They start weighing it. They're like, you know what? I don't think this is big, and I don't think this is what he was talking about. You know,
like he was thinking like murder,
you know, type of thing. But I wasn't. I really wasn't. For those of you wondering, if you need $5, I'll give you $5. Like that's the kind of.
Can I have $20?
No.
Okay.
That's like, I'll give you money. Okay. I'll give a total stranger $5.
Wow. That's
because he's homeless.
Okay.
He needed it.
Okay.
You know,
do that?
I think so.
Okay.
You know, it depends.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
I'm not getting into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
it's crazy.
That's what actually I was talking about this.
There was something I wanted to talk about
Today?
Yeah.
Specifically?
Yes.
You had a topic in mind?
And then I lost it.
Do you think we should start making bullet points of what we should talk about on the podcast?
I think of so many things throughout the week.
Yeah. And then
I don't know what happens.
Yeah,
it just...
Yeah.
Somebody's racing right now.
No, it's just...
it's a late night. Everyone is like, you know what? We're going to Tokyo Drift in Canada. How does that work? Don't ask questions. This is Ontario.
It's the Drift King. DK.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
You know what I'm saying? No, you don't. Okay.
For all of those who have not seen Fast and the Furious 3, you're missing out.
Oof. I was totally just an engine buff just now hearing that.
Nobody can hear it because when I edit the audio,
I know you won't hear it, but that engine actually sounded nice. It wasn't like somebody had like a double pipe on their car and they're just like, it sounds nasty when they do that.
And they just hit the throttle.
Yeah, that sounds disgusting. Don't do that.
It sounds
unless your car has it built in, then it's okay. But if you're like to a Honda Civic, like, what's wrong with you? Like,
some people
you're overachiever.
Some people like to customize their Honda Civic. Okay.
Have you seen? Okay, this is one car. I don't know. He lives around the area.
Yeah.
But he tries to make his Honda Civic. Okay.
Is it the guy with the racing stripes on the front?
He's got the racing stripes. On the Honda Civic.
There's a guy who has
and he has like what's it called? Like, why? He's got the double pipe. He's got the racing. Bro, you just got a normal Honda Civic, like 2006.
I've seen it. It's just okay.
Like what?
Actually, the first time I saw this, we were at like the grocery store, and it was like parked.
Yeah,
but it was really funny because
I'm like, look at that fake race car right there.
Like, I'll never because I'm like, oh, those are nice racing strips, and I think you were like the one who went, isn't that Honda Civic? Walked around it to see.
We were literally examining the car. I bet you the guy was like 5 meters away, being like, "Yeah, you like it?" From the distance.
He had those nice spinning wheels too.
Yeah, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why would you? Just with the amount of money
what if he was part of that show Pimp My Ride back in 2006?
No, I don't believe
he just never changed anything.
No. Okay, look, listen. I want you to level with me here, okay?
I don't know level.
Okay, ready? With the amount of money he spent just trying to make his car look like a sports car, he could have bought like a 2007 sports. No, not 2000. He could have
bought a 2007 Honda Civic next to his other car.
He could have bought this year's model of a Honda Civic. He could have started leasing. He honestly could have started. But no, he's like, I'm gonna work this 2006 Honda Civic until it looks like a Mustang.
When you look inside, you notice like the leather seating, custom leather seating.
If you have enough money to do all this,
the tinted windows,
just buy a sports car.
He had like a colored. What is it? Like,
you know what?
The headlights were like or a different shade. Yeah.
You know what I think he's trying to do?
Yeah.
He's trying to slowly build a sports car and slowly removing Honda Civic parts.
He wants the shell.
He wants the shell. He's like, I like the shell. I like this metallic shape.
It's like I can't remember where it was.
And it's not like it's even more aerodynamic. I can't remember where some
guy tried to do that with a Tesla. They tried to put all the components of a Tesla in like a Mustang just because they wanted an electric Mustang or something. I can't remember where it was. I think it wasn't a Mustang.
Literally just pull out the engine.
But it was something like that. Well, the problem is you need to find a place to put in the battery to run said engine. See where we run into that?
See, because does he want like did he want just the shell or did he still want to keep that horsepower?
No, he wanted the shell.
Okay. Literally
also
that's not that difficult.
No, I know it's not that difficult, but you don't understand. A Mustang is way wider than like a traditional car.
Yeah.
Like it's pushing the brink of like how wide car lane, like it's like
I understand
standard car lane. You know, Fords are rather, they're wide in that aspect.
Wait, have you seen that commercial? We're not sponsored. Have you seen that commercial by Cadillac with with Nick Jonas and Kevin Jonas?
No, I have not seen that.
It's a pretty funny commercial. You know, he doesn't trust the self-driving of the new Cadillac.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to let go. He's just like, I don't trust it. You know what that tells me?
What?
I can't trust Cadillac now. That whole advertisement was counterproductive.
Maybe you shouldn't trust us.
Exactly.
What if we get hacked?
I mean, go for it. Just drive steady. Go for it. But, like, don't drive me off a cliff.
We don't have cliffs here. Yeah, like...
You go an hour out, you can find cliffs.
Okay, yeah, but...
Actually, not even. You can go 27 minutes out, and you can start finding cliffs.
Okay. You don't even have to go that far.
Actually, you don't even have to go that... You can literally walk...
To a cliff.
You can walk 23 minutes.
To a cliff.
To a cliff.
Yes, I know.
You can be there in 5 in car.
Yeah, I know.
And if they're taking over, who cares about speed limits?
But how are they going to get to the top of that cliff? See, that's the tricky part.
You got to really pull in that throttle.
Go through them trees. You know
go through them trees. Go. If there's people, just keep going.
Don't run anybody over.
No, don't run anybody over.
No,
that's
the only person who can get hurt is the person in the car.
Okay.
Everybody else has to be safe.
See, have you seen that little bit where it's just like when you're mad? No, when you're in an argument and you get into the car and you're in the car with this person who's arguing with you.
Yeah.
And they're driving a little crazy because they're pissed off.
Yeah.
There is a guy who's just like if they start yelling at you.
Yeah.
And you see somebody starting to cross the street.
Yeah.
You start yelling at them as loud as you can.
Yeah.
And tell them to run that person over because then they'll come to the conclusion of like, you know what? I think we should calm down.
That's like what is it? Most arguments end in failure.
Yeah.
Like typical arguments.
They end up nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. So they end in failure.
Exactly.
So arguments are literally a waste of time. But you know what's interesting? Albert Einstein once said this. I'm pretty sure this is what he said. And I quote. I just don't quote me on
Okay,
this.
I'm not going to quote you.
I'm
just going to quote you tomorrow.
I think I got the gist of it.
I'll literally walk into my English class and be like, my brother said. That Einstein said.
I'm paraphrasing here, okay? I'm paraphrasing. I think he said something along the lines of like, if you've never failed, you've never tried anything true. Or like nothing that you've ever done has ever been true.
Nothing you've ever done has been true.
Yeah. So every argument...
See, that's an interesting insertion because then you can just be like...
No, because that means that every argument has a valid point because then it's true because it ends in failure.
Yeah.
See what I was saying? See, and this is where it gets philosophical.
Okay, so basically, theory of relativity is bull. That's what I don't think it was Einstein who said that. That was to defeat his whole line of work. Like he didn't fail; he succeeded in quite a few things. We've now been proving his theories.
Okay, but that's the thing, right?
So technically, it's not true.
But it is true because he
didn't fail at the time because no one was.
But he was limited by his technology.
But it isn't failure.
Yeah, exactly. But at the time it was. At the time it was failure.
It wasn't failure.
To a certain degree.
He had exceeded what human capability was. He was ahead of his time.
Of course.
That's success.
Yes, but...
To be able to say that.
But he couldn't say it because he didn't have anything to back it up.
I don't care. That's not failure.
It technically is.
He had the math.
In his life, he lived in the failure.
No, he didn't.
I mean, not really.
He didn't. Have you seen the man's grades? Have you seen this man's report card?
I have not seen his
report. My gosh. What a genius.
A++?
No, they didn't do it.
He had 100? He had 100?
German.
He had 100?
That's not how it works.
I don't know how they grade
They do levels, kind of.
Oh, it's like 4?
Kind of, yeah.
He had a 6?
Yeah.
Like a 7?
Yeah.
Like an 8?
Actually, he had like 9s.
9s? So no 10s?
He had like 9s and 10s, yeah.
Wow. In every class?
Yeah. Well, not every class. Actually, there was classes he'd skip because he thought that the way the teachers were teaching weren't good enough, so he'd just go study himself. He'd skip. See, this is why people... See, you find this stuff out and you're just like, man, Einstein was such a rebel. He would skip class.
Well, most smart people typically do because it's a waste of time.
Okay, look. It's not that it was a waste of time. In fact, in geometry, he hated geometry. He was terrible at it.
Most people hate geometry.
He was terrible at it.
Most people hate geometry. Let's be real.
That was like his weakest thing.
Everybody hates geometry.
I don't hate geometry.
I mean, I don't like it.
I dislike it.
I see. This one
hate's a strong word.
Okay.
You don't use that word. We got a lot of snowflakes in this world. They're a little flimsy. They're a little delicate. They might fall apart. We don't use the hate.
Who hates snowflakes?
We don't use the H word in this area.
Who hates?
This is a Minecraft Christian server. You can't be doing this.
Who hates on snowflakes though?
What do you mean who hates on snowflakes?
You just compared hatred to snowflakes.
No. I'm saying people are snowflakes. In today's world.
Okay, but
have you never heard this?
Look, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about a unit in mathematics.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the people who like the unit in mathematics.
Okay, I have nothing against them. I just don't like geometry.
Yeah, so don't say you hate it.
I hate it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You dislike it.
I don't like it.
To say to hate it would mean you'd never do it.
I've never done it again since then.
You have.
When have I done geometry?
When have you done geometry?
Yeah, I haven't done...
Are you telling me you've never measured?
Bro, I haven't done geometry.
Because I want you to understand this. To do geometry is literally to just measure one side.
Okay, so maybe I've done a bit of...
You've done a bit of geometry.
I mean, that's not really... That does
You measured a wall to paint.
But look, we're talking about, like, the three-dimensional, spherical, spheres and, like...
Spears?
Spheres.
I don't know what kind of geometry you have, but I wasn't being trained to use a spear in my class.
I meant to say sphere.
A sphere?
You know, like a ball? You know, like when you have to measure, like,
you mean
volume?
like a pelota?
Yeah, okay. Can you, like...
Like a ball.
Yeah, so, and, like, all those, like, weird shapes, like, those weird 3D shapes that they had, like... Anyway, I'm just trying to, like... I didn't enjoy that, okay? Like, when would I ever need to know the volume of said object?
I don't know. Maybe you get into marketing design.
Why would I do that?
Why not?
I'm not gonna do that.
Why not?
That isn't my forte.
Why not?
I don't know how to pitch ideas.
I know.
What do you think about podcast?
I literally pitched it to you and we're doing it now.
Exactly. I didn't pitch it. You did it.
Yeah, but then you're just like, if you want to, we can. And I'm like, okay. You pitched
know.
the idea that you could.
I know. I pitched the idea that I knew how to do it.
Exactly. So you pitched. You knew.
No. I just told you I knew how to do it. You pitched the idea.
This is a pointless argument. You know what? We failed, so it's true. Facts by Victor. I mean, Einstein. Paraphrasing. Something my brother said that Einstein said.
That we think he said.
That we think he said.
I'm not entirely sure.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Okay, look. So,
we spent a good 12 minutes just talking about absolutely nothing. This is a failed conversation. This whole conversation is true. You know what? That's what we're going to call this episode. A true conversation.
No, Einstein once said.
No. True conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was I getting at?
I don't know.
Okay. No. I don't like the sphere things, and that's the kind of geometry I'm talking about.
You don't like spheres?
No, I just don't like...
Why don't you like ball shapes?
No, I just don't like... That's not what I'm getting at. That's not what I'm getting at.
I could really go somewhere with this.
Look.
But I'm not going to because there's children.
Look, I'm trying to get to the... I'm trying to explain to you that I don't need to know the volume of certain objects. Okay? Like,
why not?
When have you ever grabbed a container and been like, let me find out the volume of this? Usually it's on the label.
But geometry was involved, wasn't it?
Yes, but I don't need to do it. I mean, it's already been done for me.
There's containers that don't have it. I've actually done it before.
Okay, look. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, it's more like a guesstimation.
Look, I don't care. If it looks like it fits in a container, say I'm trying to make Jell-O, okay?
Why are you making Jell-O?
I want some Jell-O.
Why?
Why not?
I don't want Jell-O.
Some whipped cream, you know?
Whipped cream on Jell-O?
Yeah,
no.
You've never done that?
No, I have.
Some Jell-O with ice cream?
Okay, I've done that. Like,
okay.
Every time I
anyway,
go
but the reason I'm bringing up Jell-O is because in order to solidify Jell-O, you have to pour it into a container.
Yeah.
Right? And then you let it rest for a bit, and then you put it in the fridge, and then it solidifies. So if I think the mixture fits in whatever container I got lying around, it's going to go into that container.
Could you put it in a cup?
I guess.
Could you put it in a square?
I guess.
Can't put it in a square. It'd have to be a cube. You didn't attend geometry class, did you?
Bro, I got
so deeper in there. Like,
bro, I need you to understand.
You can't put it on like a 2D shape.
Bro, it's been 6 years since I've been in a proper math class.
Okay, I want you to understand one or two things. One, it's kind of true. Two...
You'd be surprised. Like, I surprised when you talk about to me about physics and all this stuff. I'm amazed that I still remember some of that stuff, to be honest with you.
I mean, and see, it's because I'm talking to you about like the fundamental stuff.
No, of course.
I'm not even talking to you about like...
No, I know, but the fact that I can remember the fundamentals after like, it's been 7 years, because I haven't taken physics since grade 11.
Yeah.
So it's been 7 years since, that's like half of your life. Or no, a third of your life.
A third of my life.
A third of your life. See what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that like, no, it's almost a half of your life. Almost half of your life. It's a little shy.
It's a little shy. Yeah.
It's like 45%.
Okay.
45% of your life.
I'm going to say 40%.
Okay. 40% of your
safe
life.
side, you know what I'm saying?
40% of your life is how long it's been since I've done math.
Okay. I understand that.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
still, you should know the difference between 2D and 3D. I'm sure you've gone to the movie theater before. You pay for the difference. Literally.
I always pay it too.
Exactly.
You can go 3D. I always go. If you can go 3D, IMAX, OmniMax, you always take that jump.
Exactly.
Because the video quality, 8K, crisp, makes
my eyes can't even go 8K.
Yeah, I know, but there's something about it, And the frames, the frames per second makes it feel so lifelike.
What kind of FPS are we running at?
Usually it's 60.
No, I know, usually 60, but I like to run 90.
Yeah, watching film in 90 would probably break the projectors that they got going.
No, I know, like it probably mess you up too.
Well, yeah,
you feel
have you ever watched
no
a video on YouTube at 60 frames?
Yeah,
it almost looks like it's happening right there.
Yeah.
Right, and it looks a little odd.
It's because the brain can only... I don't want to get into this whole frames per second thing.
I know. So but watching footage at 90 frames will just mess you up. It works for video games, but like movies, it messes. See, with you.
Because I when I play video games on my laptop, I play at 30.
Yeah.
Because my laptop's not the greatest laptop, but it works. It's
not that powerful.
It's not that powerful. So I run all my games at 30 frames.
Yeah.
If I lower my resolution, I could rank it up back to 60. And as soon as I play it on 60, it almost hurts my eyes of how smooth it is. It's so weird.
Okay, so I typically play at
60.
Because what happens is also because the computer I use heats up a lot.
Yeah.
So I'll play at 60. Mm-hmm. But it's really funny because I know I can go to 90, but when I go to 90, you've heard it, the fans, they get so loud.
Yeah, your fans get loud and you're just
this is overkill. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
I don't
is this truly necessary?
Do I really need to be doing this right now?
Yeah.
That's the thing. But I like how, in certain games, you can cap it at 60. Mm-hmm. And then you can see the metric next to it, and you'll see it'll spike higher than it. So sometimes it'll be at 60, be at 67.
Yeah, I never spike too high. I spike negatives. I'm telling you, I'm playing Fortnite sometimes. I'm at ping negative 75.
No, we haven't
on a daily.
We haven't talked about the last season in 2 weeks. We talked about it with your two guests.
Yeah,
the people you play with.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about...
Go check out that episode. The featuring Christian and Thea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're shouting them out.
Shouting them out again.
I don't know why.
Just go check out the episode.
Wait, wasn't that last week's episode?
Was that last week's episode? Yeah, that was.
That was last week's episode?
Yeah, go check out last week's episode. That's pretty awkward. Anyways.
Okay, I think the people should know that it's been a 3-week period since that episode was recorded.
I want you to understand. I've lost all perception of time.
Well, because we're Okay, so for those who don't know, we're pre-recording. Today we're not pre-recording.
Today we're on the ball.
Actually, today...
no.
Today it's basically the day.
I don't know what's going on anymore. You know what?
You don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it kind of hurts my brain a little bit.
To think about all these things.
Time, just no. I don't deal with time anymore. I barely want to check the time, but you know what I always do during lunch? I'm always asking you what time it is. You know why? I gotta go back to class.
I know, it's the worst.
Because I don't follow the time. Doesn't mean the rest of the world's not gonna follow the time.
Imagine if we all had our own time.
You do.
No, I mean
and it runs out.
No, I mean individual.
You kick the bucket.
No, I mean individualized time. Say your 10 a.m. is mine 8 a.m. See what I'm saying? That's
animals have their individualized time.
Yes, I know, and humans technically do too, because there's a biological clock. But I just meant.
But you can't check it.
I know, but
it's kind of sad.
No,
truly, I want to plan my day.
Imagine
you know what I mean? I just plan out the full day. Go get a limousine. Drive it off a cliff. I know it's my last day anyways. Might as well not suffer. Just drown.
No. What is with you and cliffs right now?
I don't know. It's a reoccurring theme today.
The
cliffs and Einstein.
No.
Man, I don't know how he died, but the way we're going.
You start a new conspiracy theory? No, but I think we should, there was something I was saying before before the cliff jumping and all that.
The cliff jumping? I wasn't I was driving.
No, I mean if we all lived according to our biological clock and we'd all sleep at different
times of the day.
Because we're all set differently.
We'd never get anything truly done properly.
I mean, yeah.
We could in the small hours that we are awake together.
Yeah.
But see, there would be those people who are basically nocturnal.
Exactly. Those people who don't sleep at all. Because those people carry the night watcher gene.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, literally the night watcher.
I feel like I have it. Because if you tell me get up, I'm up.
Okay, look.
And I'll do anything.
No, you're an early riser. That's a farmer gene. That's something else.
No. If you tell me not to fall asleep...
the night watcher would be the guy who stays up all night.
Yeah, if you tell me not to fall asleep all night, I won't fall asleep.
Yeah, but getting up in the morning is a different gene, right? So that's...
I can do both.
See, when you get both of them, that's when things, that's a little hairy,
See, this is why I think I'd be so good at the military and so bad at the military stuff.
You're falling asleep all the time. You got 5-mile jog and you be like, I can't do this.
See, because like I'm so fit and out of fit at the same time. I'm like a mixture of like...
You're like in between fit and dad bod. You're that awkward middle.
Yeah, I'm like a walking dad. You know what I mean? You know, like
at the tender age of 17.
Like a standard like a standard father. You know what I mean? Like a good. Okay, no, I'm just gonna stop there. But like a stereotypical like movie dad. You know what I mean? He's kind of flimsy, but like he's kind of strong at the same time when he needs to be. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
That's me.
That's you.
At the tender age of 17. That is who I am.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's who I am. That's why I'd be sucky at the military. I got the mind. I got the wake up and not fall asleep part. Just the physical part. I can do it temporarily until my hip is feeling a little off.
I always wonder about like, secret agents and stuff like that. Like the guys who go undercover.
Like the real spies.
Yeah, like the real world
the real operatives.
Yeah, the real guys, the guys in the trenches,
The real officials.
The guys who are fighting wars every day.
I love how we're just, what is the cinnamon game? Like, not cinnamon game, synonym game? Just so you know, it's not a synonym for cinnamon. What's the synonym for synonym?
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon. Tree bark. Okay. What were we talking about?
Okay, so I was saying how, like, like the operatives, right? Like, these guys must be, like, crazy people. Like, I mean,
not
like...
crazy.
No, I mean, like, intellectually. Mm-hmm. Because, you have to be, like...
A critical thinker.
No, not just a critical thinker, but I feel like they have to be, like, at peak human performance for at least a good 10 years,
Yeah.
Like, say you get into it at 25 and you get out
I mean,
like 35.
There's those videos of, like, the former operatives. They're just like, as soon as I walked into an area, I already knew where all the exits were and how many windows there were.
And how many people were in the room.
Exactly.
Like, actually...
From one scan, they'd be like, I got it all.
Was it there's a YouTube channel where, like, I think it's called The Wire? Where they, like, interview... no, I think it's The Verge. Where they interview, like, ex-operatives.
Yeah.
And they're like, they give, like, a scenario. You walk into, like, a restaurant, and there's people there where, like... And he starts listing off all things, and what would happen if he got attacked. He's like, first thing is turn the table over, duck, get cover. He's like, and grab any sharp object. Preferably the knives. He's like...
If you're in a dining room, it's, like, the best.
Right. But the fact that he, like... And then he's like, try to guide the people towards the back exit.
Yeah.
Like, so get out through the back. Because usually the attack would come from the front.
Yeah.
So if you get people from the back. He's like, the only issue with that is, like, if they have people circled around the back, then there's... Yeah. Like, I can't account for that. Because I'm not I'm not...
He's not Superman.
It's not... And I know I don't got precognition,
Yeah.
That's another thing. But I think that's interesting because, like...
The fact that he was... From the moment you gave the scenario, he was already thinking, okay, well, if they have guns, I gotta flip over the table.
Yeah, get cover.
Get cover, protect myself and maybe those around me.
Yeah, find
instantly,
something to protect
and then
them.
find the weapon.
Yeah, right. So, like, that's the thing, right? But...
also, the fact that he's thought of knives tells me he's probably a really good knife thrower.
I don't know. But one of the things is he says that even now, he says that when he walks into a room... He finds himself doing that automatically, like whatever.
Yeah,
like
he just walks in, knows the windows.
Setting, he's like, I'm constantly doing this. He's like, and it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just a force of habit.
Yeah.
He's like, because I spent a big chunk of my life
just doing that,
doing this. Like,
it's become a habit.
Yeah,
it's just a part of his life now.
Right? But like those kind of people, right? They're like physically, mentally, like,
they're up there.
Yeah, they're like peak human.
They man, like, I almost want to train. Like, I want to see if there's like some guy who's willing to train me for like a week. Like how to actually be like a military, like, secret agent or something.
Yeah,
just like for a week. Just train me.
Yeah,
for 1 week.
For 1 week.
I'll probably die within the first day, but it's fine. Just train me.
Imagine the simulation course.
The simulation course. Oh, tough.
You gotta be able to shoot with every gun at a moment's notice.
You have. Oh, man.
You gotta reload and load. Take the shot. When they get to the sniper, you'll be like, I got this. It's a moving target.
I've played so many shooter games. Well, not so many shooter games. But I feel like I'd be actually good as a sniper.
As a sniper? Yeah.
I feel like I'd legitimately just be good at it.
Yeah, you'd be good at it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we should wrap up.
Yeah, I was actually about to say that.
All right.
But before you wrap up, I was just gonna say, check out our Twitter, because apparently Victor has been tweeting out that he hasn't been doing because it was facial reaction.
Yeah, I haven't been doing it.
He hasn't been doing it, but check it out. There's stuff.
There's some stuff there.
There's content there. Yeah. Victor's thoughts.
Well, not just thoughts, more like just a few things.
Just comments, queries,
Yeah. Your usual Twitter account.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Podcast Twitter.
I mean, I don't know
LOL.
what's going on. But, it's a whole thing, right?
Yeah. Check that out. Check out our Instagram if you've yet to do so. If you guys want to leave us questions or comments,
send us a DM.
Send us a DM. Send us an email.
Yeah.
Send us. I don't know. I think we should make a link tree.
I haven't checked our email.
Yeah.
I will do that this week.
Yeah, probably.
I'll do it.
We'll do all that stuff.
Yeah.
We'll try to do it the following week.
Yeah. Because I don't know if anybody sent in any questions.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if someone said, imagine there's this one guy who every week sends in a question hoping for us to answer that question. And it's been literally 2 months since I've checked the email. And he started doing this like a month and a half ago.
And it's just him in the email.
It's just the same guy spamming.
That should be some guy from Ireland. And he's our 2%.
No, it's 3%.
He's 3%. That's crazy.
That can't be 3% of our audience. One guy? There's no way.
It could be. He's just playing multiple
episodes. Thousands of people. There's no way it's one
okay,
guy.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways.
Sound doesn't work.
Anyways, guys, this has been Two Latin Brothers Podcast. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Everything's always in the description, whether it be up, down, left, or right. And check out the Twitter. Check out the Instagram. You can probably even leave your voice in Anchor. If you want to support us, you can do that on Anchor too. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Share with everybody. Donkey, Brewster, Chinchilla, just everything.
God, Chinchilla.
Just everything. Just share with everybody and everything. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bye.